So you're coming to New York City in January or February and you don't know what it's going to look like. You're nervous it might look like this, but don't worry, there are plenty of things to do in New York at that time of year. We're going to show you just one of them, the Chinese New Year celebrations in New York City. During Chinese New Year, you'll see firecrackers, the Chinese New Year Parade, and of course, the dancing Lucky Lions. So don't worry, you'll have plenty to see and do. One of the first events that kicks off the Chinese New Year is the annual Firecracker Ceremony, which is often held at the Sarah D. Roosevelt Park in the Lower East Side. We'll have links and maps to all these places in our blog post with all the planning info you'll need. Top tip number 1. As you can see, it gets crowded, so get there early. We arrived about an hour early. Top tip number 2. Get a spot on either side of the park on the higher ground, as indicated by the red arrow. Do not stand on the park level, as security will make you move to the higher sidewalk level. If you wait until that happens, you won't be able to get a good spot. The ceremony starts off with some cultural displays and the thanking of politicians, which you can see here. But the real action begins with the countdown. At first, you wonder if things have really started, as the firecrackers start off small. At first, the sound of the firecrackers and the smoke might look tame, but the lore is that the sound of the firecrackers and the smoke will scare away the bad luck and ensure a lucky new year. But before you know it, the firecrackers have really started going. And just when things look like they've reached the climax and start petering out, they hit you with the rockets that end things with a bang. It's at this point you understand why people thought the sound and smoke of the firecrackers would scare away the bad luck. After the Firecracker Ceremony, the next big event is normally the Chinatown New Year's Parade, which usually takes place on a weekend. Top tip, we think the best place to see the parade is on Mott Street. Stand on the west side for the best views. Mott Street is the most crowded part, so plan to get there an hour or more in advance. If this is your first parade, at the beginning, you might think you were at any Main Street parade in any American town. You'll see representatives from the police, emergency services, youth marching bands, and beauty pageant winners. But then things start rolling down the street to let you know this isn't just your regular parade, but New York's Chinese New Year Parade, like these Chinese opera performers. There will be different cultural performances like dances, and of course, the requisite lions and lion dancing troops. We don't know about you, but one of our favorite parts of the Chinese New Year are seeing the lions and hearing the drums. And as you can see, the lions are a hit with the kids too. Which leads us nicely to the third big event on the New York New Year calendar, Super Saturday. Don't worry about finding the lion dancing troops in Chinatown on Super Saturday. Just follow the drums, which sound like this. Top tip, spend a couple hours in Chinatown on Super Saturday so you can see many lion dancers as they arrive throughout the day. You'll see the lion dancers go from shop to shop in Chinatown. According to tradition, lions are powerful and bring good luck, so the shop owners will often provide donations or lucky money packets for the lions to perform, which will bring good fortune for the next year. As you can see, the lions are also playful, with these two being coy and unsure as to whether or not they should enter the store. As you just saw, anyone who wishes to give can give lucky packet money to the lions, so that they may also receive good fortune in the new year. If you would like to do so, pick up the lucky packets at any souvenir store in Chinatown and insert whatever donation you would like, and you too can also feed the lion. No matter how many times we see it, we just think it's so much fun to see people giving the lucky money packets to the lions. So here's another one, just for good measure. So there you have it, our guide to the 3 biggest Chinese New Year festivities in New York City. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section below, and like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Be sure to also check out our other videos on 5th Avenue, Madison Avenue, and the Brooklyn Bridge. As always, make sure to get out there and see it for yourself, and see you in our next video.